"I'm afraid I can't approve this withdrawal," said the branch manager, her tone polished with professionalism but laced with condescension. Across the counter, a poised Asian American woman in her early 40s slowly removed her sunglasses. Her gaze, razor sharp, locked onto the manager's eyes. "Come again?" The air inside the Oak Ridge National Bank branch tightened. Tellers glanced up from their screens. The security guard straightened, sensing trouble, though he didn't know from where yet. In 7 minutes, everyone would understand. This woman wasn't just any customer. Her name was Elena Tran, and she happened to be the president and CEO of Oak Ridge National Financial Holdings, the very institution this local branch belonged to. But today, Elena hadn't walked in with her assistant, her business cards, or the protection of status. She wore jeans, a simple blouse, and a calm demeanor. She only wanted to withdraw $10,000, 0 cents, from one of her personal accounts. No VIP badge, no red carpet. Just the quiet hope that she could be treated like any other client. That hope died the moment manager Denise Harper dismissed her without so much as checking her credentials properly. "This is a high-value transaction," Denise added. "We'll need a second form of verification." Elena tilted her head. "Even after scanning my ID, my bank card, and pulling up my account?" Denise's lips curled ever so slightly. "It's just policy, ma'am." Elena's smirk was slow, unimpressed. "Right, policy." Something flickered across Denise's face. Doubt? Recognition? But she forged ahead. Across the lobby, whispers began. A young teller glanced at Elena's account, widened his eyes, then paled. Another employee leaned toward the screen and whispered something urgent. Denise's posture stiffened. "Ma'am, she started. But Elena tapped a manicured finger on the granite counter. "Let me guess. You thought I was just another suspicious customer trying to access an account that couldn't possibly belong to someone like me." Denise swallowed. "This is a misunderstanding." "No," Elena interrupted, her voice cool as steel. "This is systemic negligence." She pulled out her phone, pressed a single contact, and spoke 7 words. "Send HR to the Oak Ridge lobby, now." Denise went pale, because standing across the counter wasn't just a customer, she was the boss. Minutes later, inside the branch's small HR office, Denise fidgeted with trembling hands. "I didn't know it was you," she whispered. Elena didn't raise her voice. She didn't need to. Her arms were crossed, her eyes unwavering. "That's the issue. You didn't recognize your own CEO. But more than that, you didn't care. How many others like me have you made feel small, doubted, disrespected?" The question hung in the air, heavy and accusatory. This wasn't about protocol. It was about bias. And you've proven you can't be trusted with the responsibility of managing people's money or their dignity. Tears welled in Denise's eyes. "You're really going to fire me over this?" "I'm not firing you because of who I am," Elena said quietly. "I'm firing you because of what you did and who you failed to respect." Silence. Then Elena nodded toward the hallway. "Security will escort you out." As Elena stepped back into the main lobby, conversations hushed. Employees stood taller. Tellers nodded in respect. Clients leaned in, whispering to each other, wondering who she was. Some recognized her from last quarter's press release, the headline about the first Vietnamese-American woman to lead a Fortune 500 financial institution. But today wasn't about titles. It was about principle. Elena didn't glance back as she walked toward the exit. She didn't need to. Change had already begun. Outside, the sun caught the edge of her sunglasses as she slipped them back on. From now on, her bank would remember not just who she was, but what she stood for. If this story touched you, hit that like button and drop a karma in the comments below.